Our third part is to take the evidence that you've generated and to create a thesis statement for the narrative essay itself. And so the way we're going to go about this is to take the work that you've already done in order to, again, answer the question, who is to blame, and now with evidence provided from the primary source documents. Okay, so what you should have at this point is this graphic organizer whereby you've already kind of hinted at one side to blame here. And you've taken the documents, you've provided your own analysis, you've generated quotes from the analysis. And not only that, you've produced some conclusions with each of the various time periods. So if you need to go back and sort of do a little bit of better job on this, please feel free to do so, because you need this before you can proceed on to making the thesis statement. So basically the idea is that you're taking these conclusions, sort of these categorizations, and you're going to try to simplify this as best as you possibly can here. Okay? And so say, for example, we're going to go ahead and use this sequence of documents right here, right? So it shows that during the war, and this is what everybody's going to sort of begin the narrative essay on, is that in World War II, both sides cooperated, right? And so you can shorten this part up and basically state that both sides overcame pre-war doubts and suspicions to join in an alliance to defeat Nazi Germany. Okay, so that's something you're going to begin your thesis with. And then from there, it's up to you. It depends on the documents that you select and the categories that you're actually going to use. So whether it's the pre-war category or the others that are below in the chart in green there, you're going to select the various time periods and summarize it in a way that is much, much shorter, much briefer, because you're going to need to put this in a short one-sentence thesis statement, right? And so another time period you want to be able to discuss, this example states that the Soviet Union had always sought to eliminate capitalism and democracy, both within and outside its borders. Okay, so that's a general summary of the argument that's making. So whereas this thesis is going to start off with, they cooperated, but the Soviet Union had always disliked capitalism, and it showed it in the various events to come. So here is what a sample might be once you have all four time periods down. Right? There's the cooperation to defeat Nazi Germany. Okay, and then this sample here is going to go to specifically to the event. So in this case here, Berlin was blockaded because of the Soviet Union. There was an illegal takeover supported by the Soviet Union in Czechoslovakia, and the creation of this alliance means that they're opposing what the United States is doing on purpose. Okay? So you have four different time periods, and it demonstrates change over time such that you can point the finger at the Soviet Union and say, you guys are to blame here. Okay? And then from there, you want to take these ideas and try to make it sense in a single statement. And so you have in the next part of the document set that you have, you should have a set of a workspace right here where you can take these ideas right here, okay, and place it such that it makes sense in a thesis statement. So there's some workspace that's provided here, and it may look something like this here. So you're taking these four ideas and placing it in the correct boxes at hand so that you get a sample that looks something like this. Although the United States and the Soviet Union were allies who fought together to defeat Nazi Germany, distrust shown by the Soviet Union towards the United States, its aggressive blockade against Berlin, that's the second part, the deceitful coup in Czechoslovakia, the third, and the formation of the Warsaw Pact, that's the fourth one, demonstrate that the Soviet Union was at fault for starting the Cold War. So that should be a nice thesis sample for you.